Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is nothing. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Teresa Tanae, and welcome back to my channel, guys. And today I'm just going to be doing, I'm already hitting the thing. I don't even know what to say. Okay, I was supposed to be doing my 1 month lock update, but I actually made 1 month on the 30th of September. Today is let me check my calendar, y'all. Today is the 6th of October. So on the 4th of October, I actually started a whole new starter lock journey. Well, it's a lock journey, but I started my starter lock completely over. As y'all can see, they do look different if you look on the previous video. So yes, y'all, I started my lock journey over. Before I get into really talking, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all, she always trying to come be in my stuff. But again, y'all, yes, so today I'm just going to be giving y'all a little update. I was supposed to do my 1 month update. This would actually be my 1 month and like 1 week update from my last locks. I would put all the videos and everything on here, but if you guys follow my lock page, y'all will see step by step I post updates on it. Give y'all small little updates. Since I was supposed to do the 1 month lock journey update, I'm doing my basically second day update because I started over. If you want to see my first lock journey, because I did make it to my first retwist, they did start buttoning and puffing. I have all those pictures on there. I actually had to get my first retwist like 2 weeks early. I tried to wait until like the 5th or 6th week, but I ended up washing my hair at 3 weeks, y'all. Please, 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 what I want to say is, if your hair is clean, if you don't need to wash it, don't wash it. My hair was clean. I kept it oiled. I kept it mist. It was neat still. And the thing about it is, it blew my mind how much my hair had then grew in only 3 damn weeks. If y'all go check out my page, y'all will see step by step. It was still neat. I washed it. I posted all my pictures and videos. And then it was just so wild, and the growth was crazy. Everybody was telling me like the growth was crazy. So I had to get my first retwist like 2 to 3 weeks earlier than I planned to, because of the wash. So like I said again, if you don't have to wash your starter locks, do not wash them. I don't care if you're seeing it on social media, wash. Don't wash. My second lock journey, I'm going in with some knowledge from the first one. Look at it, you got powder. With knowledge from my first little month. I'm sorry, y'all. I started combing my first set out at my month. I think it was like the 28th, the 29th, maybe the 30th. It was exactly, I had made a month exactly. And I combed them out. I have it in there, the hair that I lost. I have a clip that I am actually going to throw in here of how easy it was for me to comb them out at 1 month. Show y'all what I did, because I didn't comb through the whole lock. Sometimes I just, broke it apart. I'm going to put that video somewhere. What's up, YouTube? Okay, so I'm going to be quick. I don't even want to talk, really. I am combing out my locks. This is all that came out of my hair. We're combing it out. This is all that came out as well. Y'all can see it on the comb. That's all that came out from combing that one out. I hope they all be that way. I'm going to show y'all a little of me combing it out. Let's pray if the other ones do the same thing. Let's see. So I got a spray bottle. I just got off the phone with my new loctician. The girl who did start my locks. And that'll be in my video, my 1 month update. I am actually 1 month. I just made 1 month already. Y'all know I got them done August 30th. I'm going to tell my experience with them. And I might have my new locks by then. I really didn't want to cut them out. I'm starting to love how they look. They're bushy and fuzzy and stuff. Just showing y'all what's coming out and how I combed them out. That's it. Because I really want to do a talk for y'all. I really want to do a talk soon. This is me combing it out. This part gonna be horrible with that bud. But I'm gonna show y'all what I did when it came to that bud, baby. Back. I'm also just simply pulling it apart. That's what I'm doing when it get to part that bud. Almost definitely only just making them up. So I think that's why it's so much easier. I guess I'm praying, I'm happy. Cause yeah, let me just show y'all. Whoa. When I get to a big little piece that I can't really comb through, what I do is I kind of pull it through, kind of try to pull it apart. Kind of try to pull it apart. So I'm gonna take this one right here just to get that. I'm gonna wait it a little more. Screaming this right here, baby. Oh, coming in the background. She was going ahead. I'm happy he finna pull up. Hey, don't think you slick, because you know I don't like you in here. So you see how easily that is now that I pull it out? This is mixed in from that other twist and all. Didn't lose so much. Not losing so much so far. I'm just pulling that part that's really big, like this apart. That bud that's stuck. Y'all love locks. All I get is, leave it alone. All I used to get is the butterfly locks anyway. And locks with weave. That's all I used to get. So, these are for me. I just gotta get them right. I feel like if they're gonna be permanent, you should really get them exactly how you want. Get them how you want. Make sure they're okay. Ask questions. Lock is out, untangled. And y'all, this is both locks that I just took out as well. My hair's so dry, I got dry. But out of 2 locks, this is what came out. That's great for me. So yes, I combed my locks out and I got a new set. As y'all can see on that video of my first starter locks, me telling my experience, y'all would see my hair just by looking at it. It's different. I went to a totally different loctician. Both locticians was, you know, cool. The thing is, first loctician, she was younger than my second loctician. And not that it's a problem, it's cool actually, but the thing about it is, younger people kind of do things different than older people who've been in the game and stuff like that. So with my first loctician, the main thing I wanted was my parts. I did go into the lock thing wanting smaller parts, small, medium type parts. Never did I want them as huge as they were. If you guys go on my lock page, you would see I have the, excuse me, I'm sorry. I have the process kind of quick on the reel of my first set. And at the back, they were huge. Like, they were huge. I have some on the video you can see. In the front, they were big too. And in the middle, I had tiny, tiny, tiny ones. So when they actually formed out and started budding and getting bigger, some were actually going to be bigger than the other. I always looked at my parts, you know what I'm saying? But I tried to give it time to mature so I can actually see how they were going to turn out. I feel like it was a sign because this shit is permanent. So I feel like it was a sign for me to actually wash my hair early. I don't know. I be saying the signs. It was a sign for me to get here, wash my hair early, and go to another loctician When I went to her, usually when you book with a stylist or anything, they wouldn't do another service when you booked for that, certain one. So I was in there, I'm like, okay, I'm getting my retwist. And she, all of a sudden, I wasn't even talking to her like that at first. I just met her, just came for the first time. She was like, you like your parts? And I was like, I was thinking about it. I did want them differently. And I asked her, I said, you think they okay like that? And she was like, yeah, they okay. You know what I'm saying? It'll be all right. That's all she kept saying. And she said some of them would be bigger than the other. Now, that's the thing I do not like. If you knew me personally years and years, it used to be worse back then. I'm actually more better with a lot of things, and I would have never liked it that. I knew I would have never liked it. Even when it actually got stuck, I would have just been so, pissed off because I wanted the shit out of my head. So I decided to comb them out and start everything completely over. I feel like if it's permanent, I want it to be to my exact liking. A lot of my locks were not the same size parting wise. Like on that video, I showed me taking out my locks with the weave. I end up cutting long lengths of hair. So with the first loctician, they had a one lock that had the short hair and then like a string of the long hair. So like at the end of that lock, it was going to be so thin when it did butt out. They were kind of thin and not thin. It was, if you look in the middle of my head, my middle part, because someone part through the middle first too, part all over, that part was actually crooked. Like I said, everything is on my lock page. That's my lock journey. You might not make it to where you could comb your locks out. That's all I'm saying. And with my second loctician, like I said, she's older. I love her. I love my service every time. When I went for my retwist, I loved it. The outcome, I loved it. I was told, my first loctician, I was told by her I couldn't get curly ends. Another loctician, I just DM and asked, she said I couldn't get curly ends either. Well, they didn't say I couldn't. They said it was based on hair texture. So, and I'm not even saying that to say anything about the other locticians, because this loctician that I went to for these, when I was getting my retwist, she actually told me it was texture, hair texture too. And I had ended up giving me a little curly ends. As I said, I was brushing my ends a little bit to try to see. I didn't want to mess them up. I didn't want to mess them up. So I just brushed the ends a little bit, and it actually did form a more curlier end to my liking for me on my first set of starter locks. She's going to fall because she's so bad. Mama, stop, please. You're going to fall. I'm not trying to hurt you. You always trying to do stuff when I'm making a video, because you think I ain't paying attention. Anyways, y'all, yeah, so this loctician actually did tell me it was hair textures and stuff, but she did see when I was getting my retwist that I did have that curly effect. Now, when I went to get these starter locks, I went in the chair just trusting her completely. Like, I didn't ask questions. I told her before what I wanted. She knew what I wanted. She mad, y'all. She's getting tired. Men usually get those big ass parts, or women that actually want their locks bigger get the big parts. Now, the only thing that I could say my first loctician did that wasn't professional was she didn't ask me how I wanted my parts. She literally started doing my hair, and I stopped and asked her. I'm like, I don't even remember what I said like that. The exact words, I just remember asking her what size, and she was like, I'm not gonna do them too big. I'm gonna do them kind of medium, kind of small, something like that. But they were actually just more on the medium big side to me. And that was not to my liking. I did not like them. I'm gonna say that. So with the second loctician, she already knew. She was like, men usually like the big ones. I know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hook you up. Like, it's girly. I'm like, yeah, it's more girlier when they are smaller. You know what I'm saying? I'm the girly type. Like, I like my shit. I like pink. Pink is my favorite color. If you knew me growing up, pink is my favorite color. I try to get everything I can that's pink. My nail sets, and y'all will see, every time it's pink or something with pink. I don't care what nobody say. Like, the nail people know me. I'm always getting pink. That is my favorite color. Like, I just love pink. I want to be the color pink. If I had a choice, I think I would really be the color pink. Yes, everything pink. Like, I love pink. That is my favorite color. I sat in the chair. We talked about, life and things that was going on, just things period, and laughed and joked. And when I got done, I didn't even know I had curly ends until I got done and I got under the dryer, and I started, looking at them myself. And she gave me curly ends without even asking, because she did my locks completely different. When you go on my lock page, you will see, like, I got both sets at the top. They both look different. A lot of people have told me they look completely different. I'm in love with my second, my second set. I'm so in love with my second set, and I'm so happy I did comb them out and got them done over, honestly. Lady, the loctician that did these, who I have now, she was my first, they were my first choice, that lounge. It was my first choice. They were just so booked up, I couldn't get in. So now that I'm in now, she says I'm in for good. I'm going to continue to go to her. I love her. I love my service every time. I feel so comfortable. I love my hair. I love the outcome. She gave me curly ends. Oh my God. She gave me curly ends, y'all. And I was told I couldn't even get them, even by her. But she didn't, well, they didn't say I couldn't get them, but they were saying it's up to your texture. So she actually gave me curly ends. I'm in love, y'all. Yes, it's so little. I'm going in with my second set. I got them on the 4th. I'm going in with more knowledge. I will not be washing my starter locks. My scalp was clean. It wasn't bothering me. I just got in the shower with no bonnet, ended up getting wet, and started getting the whole hair wet. So I will not be doing that again. I don't care what nobody tell me, I'm not doing it. I'm going into my second lock journey with a lot of knowledge and wisdom for myself. Another thing that I want to say, with your journey, if you got to stay off social media, stay off of it, because y'all, and I say y'all because y'all are addicted to Instagram, social media. Like, I was on Instagram when it first came out, and that's another topic I'm going to speak on this channel before I actually stop making my videos. I'm going to speak. People with social media are crazy. It's a lot that's going on today with social media. That's exactly why I'm choosing just to do a lock journey. Like, I'm not going to be really posting. Like, it's my personal page too. Interacting with all that old people I knew, all that. I don't want to see y'all. A lot of them lying, like, be on social media and lying, living totally different lives. We'll get into that, yada yada. But yeah, I'm just on there for my lock page, locks updates, and I'm gonna take a few weeks out there because my locks, these are not gonna change so much, and these are way neater than my other. Y'all see my parts are smaller. So my first lock set, I had 63 locks. These I haven't counted just yet. I want to count them. Me and her was like, oh, we need to count them. I want to count them, but I ended up not counting them. So I will count these soon. But I remember my first set was 63 total. So I know I got more now because those parts were really big. Like, if you go and look at my hair growth pictures, and they were all separating and unraveling and stuff, I got those pictures on there too. Like, my parts were huge. These parts are tiny, small, more girly, more pretty to me, So like I said, yes, stay off that social media. If you that type to can't watch your own lock journey, please stay off social media, because them people that been locked before you, when you just coming in, you're gonna watch they shit because they shit nice. Their locks are beautiful. They're forming, creating, you know what I'm saying? They're getting up there, like, they're growing, they're progressing, and you can't compare. Like, you really can't compare. You really cannot compare. Like, it's not going to be the same. And I'm going into the second lock journey, and I'm not saying in the first lock journey I wasn't comparing, like, because I know my hair was like, my hair is like a lot to deal with. And that's why I always kept braids or locks, or now I'm starting my journey. It was a lot to deal with. My first baby girl's, her hair is just like mine. And it's full, a lot of it thick. On my first journey, I was looking at everybody's locks and I was saying they were cute and stuff. Stop! This baby about to make me. Yeah, so with my first lock journey, I'm not gonna say I was really wanting everybody's, or trying to compare my locks to everybody, because I knew my hair. But the only thing was where I was seeing how their parts were compared to mine. That was the problem I had. I never wanted parts that were crooked. I never wanted big ass parts. My second loctician really delivered, and I fuck with her for that. She's older. She got kids in high school, so it's on some stuff like that or whatever. But y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up because I was supposed to be going to get some seafood, baby. Those blue crabs with my sister, and I don't play about those. Y'all mess with them snow crabs, but I don't do that, baby. I don't do that. So yes, y'all, that is my little update, because this is my second set and I just got them like 2 days ago. I just want to come on here and let y'all know that I did comb them out and I did start over. If you want to start over, start over. If you want to start over, start over. If you want your parts, if you want everything differently, she is laughing because I'm pulling her. If you want anything differently about your locks, or to save the hassle, because I really paid, y'all, for my first set, I paid way more than I paid for this set. And it's crazy. It blows my mind, but whatever. Make sure you tell your loctician what you want. Show her what you want. Now, don't go in there saying, oh, I want it curly, and your hair cannot really curl on the regular, or you ain't really got no curls. Like, I had curl pattern in my hair. Like, my hair is really curly. Like, it's too curly, so that's why I asked as well. And I did my twist, like just to twist out with my natural hair, and I know I can get curls, so that's why I kept asking. But just be sure you let them know what you want. Don't be scared to ask. If your hair is going to be stuck permanently, please make sure you let them know what you want. Please, so you won't have to do like me and comb them out early and have to pay more money. It was fine for me, baby, because whatever I want differently is going to get done. I do not care. So that's gonna be all for today, y'all. I love my new set. I love them to death. I got curls all over, if you really see them. I can't wait till they progress, because y'all, I really did start liking my first set after I got that first retwist, and they were actually getting bushy and looking pretty, like the lock itself. But it was just my parts. It was like my parts. It didn't take me long to comb them out either. Like I said, I'm gonna throw a video in here I have of me taking like 1 or 2 of them out just to show y'all. And I stopped the camera so I can focus and just take all them motherfuckers out. I didn't lose much hair. 1 month. No, get down. She gonna fall in love. So anxious and ready for these to progress and just start budding and looking bushy and pretty. I'm so happy for this new journey. It's not much progress. Another update, and probably until like my 4-week or my 1 month update again. But a girl had to do what she had to do. And look at her, she's about to fall. Stop, mama. So anyway, yes, follow your own path. Follow your own path, because anyway like that, so y'all don't need to be following nobody's journey. Thank you guys for all the love and support. If you guys want me to continue to do these videos, because I'm thinking about stopping, because me and CJ are going to continue our YouTube journey. So I'm going to stop after a while. I'm going to do like a 1 month update. Y'all see me with my locks on there with him though, but so it don't matter. Move. Why is you sneaking? Look at this. Y'all, I'm about to wrap it up. Anything y'all want to know, just comment down below. I'm happy to answer anything. As always, thank you guys for watching my channel. And that's all for today. Peace. Gotta be something different.